You remember the old house on the Feldmanstrasse?
Yeah, where Mum had a dancing school.
That has now become international.
Jeremy Miller's battle with alcoholism began at a startlingly young age of 4. Despite his early fame from Growing Pains, his struggles with addiction started long before his time in the spotlight. Now, having conquered his demons and committed to sobriety, Jeremy is prepared to open up about the roots of his lifelong struggle with alcohol. In the 1967 movie Casino Royale, Jeremy Miller, known for his role as Ben Seaver on Growing Pains from 1985 to 1992, was a 4-year-old alcoholic. The show featured other notable actors such as Alan Thicke, Kirk Cameron, and Leonardo DiCaprio. The film showcases a blend of talent with these iconic actors, each bringing their unique charm to the screen. As Jeremy Miller transitioned from his early struggles with alcoholism to his successful acting career on Growing Pains, his talent shone brightly alongside the rest of the cast members. Together, they created a lasting impact on audiences through their memorable performances in this classic movie.
In my day, spying was an alternative to war, and the spy was a member of a select and...
As Jeremy navigated the ups and downs of fame, personal problems began to overshadow his success on Growing Pains. Behind the scenes, he struggled with issues that detracted from his youthful charm. His first encounter with alcohol came at a surprisingly young age, just 4 years old, when he drank leftover beverages at family gatherings. These early experiences with alcohol might have seemed harmless at the time, but they laid the groundwork for a much darker path. While he was enjoying the spotlight on the show, his relationship with alcohol evolved into something far more serious. By the end of Growing Pains, his casual drinking had spiraled into full-blown alcoholism. The pressures of being a child star, coupled with his unresolved personal problems, contributed to this downward spiral. It was a stark contrast to the uplifting image he portrayed on screen. As the show concluded, the toll of his choices became evident, signaling a painful reality for someone once filled with promise.
Wiped out 3 divisions of infantry and 5 brigades of cavalry, and, well, frankly, she had much less equipment.
At age 12, Jeremy had his first significant inebriation. As alcohol became more accessible, Jeremy found it hard to control his drinking. This struggle led to worsening alcoholism, plunging Jeremy into a state of depression. The weight of his addiction brought him to dark thoughts of suicide. In the grips of alcoholism, Jeremy's life spiraled out of control, a chaotic descent marked by a sense of helplessness and despair. Casino Royale portrays the devastating effects of alcoholism on Jeremy's life, depicting the destructive power of addiction with raw authenticity and emotional depth. Through Jeremy's journey, the film sheds light on the insidious nature of alcoholism and its profound impact on one's mental health and well-being.
Johnson.
Jeremy faced a significant turning point in his life when he sought professional help in the 2010s. Entering recovery in 2011 marked the beginning of a challenging journey. Along the way, he encountered several embarrassing moments that tested his resolve. One notable incident was a DUI arrest following a relapse, which left him feeling ashamed and frustrated. These moments of embarrassment made him confront the reality of his situation and the impact it had on his life and relationships. The road to recovery was long and arduous. During his worst years, he frequently experienced blackouts, which added to the difficulty of reclaiming his life. Each blackout felt like a reminder of how far he had strayed from the person he once was. Despite these setbacks, Jeremy remained determined to overcome his struggles. With support from professionals and loved ones, he slowly began to rebuild his life, learning to manage his challenges more effectively. The journey was not easy, but every step forward brought him closer to finding stability and peace within himself.
Hard to tell. He always looked like that. Come along, Charles. The auction is about to begin.
After injuring his wife during a drunken incident at a wedding, Jeremy realized he needed help. His journey toward recovery led him to explore various methods to manage his alcohol cravings. He tried rehab programs, where he faced his addiction head-on, and hypnotherapy, which aimed to alter his subconscious thoughts about drinking. He even turned to herbal tinctures, seeking natural solutions that promised to ease his cravings. However, none of these methods provided lasting relief or control over his addiction. Eventually, he discovered an implant that offered a new way to cope. Unlike previous methods, the implant effectively reduced his cravings for alcohol, giving him a sense of empowerment and hope. This innovative solution marked a turning point in his battle against addiction, allowing him to regain control over his life and rebuild his relationship with his wife. The realization that he could find effective help transformed his approach to recovery and opened doors to better emotional and physical health. Jeremy's worst regret was a DUI arrest after a relapse prompted by an argument with his wife. The DUI arrest was Jeremy's rock bottom, making him dedicate himself to recovery. Jeremy Miller is now doing better and is open to reprising his role if Growing Pains is rebooted.
Place, madam, and continue to ascend. To thin air. Don't take your eyes from her.
In 1967, the movie Casino Royale hit the screens like a storm. People couldn't get enough of this classic. It was a time when spy movies were all the rage, and this film stood out from the rest. Set in an era of glamorous spy thrillers, Casino Royale brought a fresh twist to the genre. With its intriguing plot and charismatic characters, it quickly became a favorite among audiences. The film's significance resonated with the times, capturing the essence of an era filled with style, intrigue, and adventure, making it a timeless classic that continues to captivate viewers even today. In assembling the cast for the 1967 movie Casino Royale, key actors were selected through rigorous auditions and chemistry tests. David Niven was chosen for his charm and sophistication, embodying the suave character of Sir James Bond. Peter Sellers' comedic genius shone through during his audition, securing him the role of Evelyn Tremble. Ursula Andress's captivating presence in her chemistry test with Niven solidified her portrayal as Vesper Lynd. Orson Welles, known for his authoritative demeanor, impressed the casting directors and landed the role of Le Chiffre. A pivotal moment in casting was the decision to have multiple actors play James Bond, showcasing different facets of the character. This unconventional approach added depth to the film's interpretation of the iconic spy. The casting process for Casino Royale was meticulous, ensuring each actor brought a unique quality to the ensemble.
Now, get fresh now, Pop.
Yeah, what about Miss Goodthighs?
Don't worry, I took...
The directorial vision behind the 1967 movie Casino Royale was focused on creating a comedic and satirical take on the spy genre. The director's approach aimed to parody the popular James Bond movies of that time, infusing the story with a humorous and exaggerated style. Creative influences for the film included a mixture of slapstick comedy, absurd situations, and over-the-top characters. The director collaborated closely with the cast and crew to ensure that the comedic elements were delivered effectively. The style of the movie was meant to be flashy, colorful, and full of visual gags to entertain the audience. By working closely with the actors, the director was able to bring out the comedic timing and absurdity needed to convey the satirical nature of the film. Overall, the directorial vision for Casino Royale was to create a fun and entertaining movie that parodied the spy genre while showcasing the comedic talents of the cast and crew involved.
Walking through the heather, playing the clan lament. We always put a tap...
The production of the 1967 movie Casino Royale involved intricate set design, diverse locations, and various logistical challenges. The filmmakers employed innovative techniques to bring the story to life. The set design featured elaborate casino interiors and extravagant spy headquarters, creating a visually captivating experience for viewers. Filming took place in multiple locations, ranging from bustling city streets to luxurious resorts, adding depth to the film's narrative. Despite facing logistical hurdles, such as coordinating large-scale action sequences and managing a star-studded cast, the production team successfully overcame these challenges. They utilized cutting-edge technologies for special effects and cinematography, enhancing the movie's visual impact. The ingenuity displayed in both set design and filming techniques contributed to the overall success of Casino Royale.
For dancing.
Dancing?
The Matari funeral fling. Argar!
The musical score and soundtrack of the 1967 movie Casino Royale were crucial in enhancing the narrative and emotional tone of the film. The composers and musicians involved worked diligently to create music that perfectly complemented the storylines and moods portrayed on screen. Through a blend of orchestral arrangements, jazz pieces, and iconic themes, the music elevated the viewing experience for audiences. The composers and musicians strived to intertwine the melodies with the dialogues and actions of the characters to evoke the desired emotional responses from the viewers. Their collaboration resulted in a memorable soundtrack that has stood the test of time and continues to be celebrated by fans of the movie.
The waffle.
In the 1967 movie Casino Royale, one iconic scene is the casino showdown between Evelyn Tremble and Le Chiffre. The direction by Ken Hughes captures the tension and high stakes of the game, with dramatic close-ups highlighting the intense performances of Sellers and Wells. Cinematography enhances the mood with dim lighting and dynamic camera angles that amplify the suspense. Another memorable moment is when James Bond delivers a witty one-liner while defusing a bomb, showcasing the film's blend of humor and action. Director Val Guest's playful approach to this scene keeps the audience engaged and entertained. The actors' chemistry shines through, elevating the scene to a comedic classic. These scenes have a lasting impact on the audience, immersing them in the world of espionage, intrigue, and humor that Casino Royale offers. Filmmakers and actors have praised these moments for their creativity, innovation, and entertainment value, solidifying them as iconic in cinematic history.
Sexual acrobat who leaves a trail of beautiful dead women like blown roses behind him.
The film Casino Royale from 1967 had a significant cultural and social impact, resonating with audiences in various ways. It presented a unique take on the James Bond character, blending humor with action, and offering a playful spin that contrasted sharply with the more serious tone of previous spy films. The film featured an ensemble cast, including Peter Sellers and Ursula Andress, drawing attention for its star power and comedic approach. This combination influenced pop culture, as it showcased the idea that spy movies could be both thrilling and entertaining in a light-hearted manner. Moreover, the film reflected the countercultural movement of the 1960s, embracing themes of rebellion and nonconformity. The psychedelic visuals and experimental storytelling mirrored the era's shifting values and attitudes. It also sparked discussions on gender roles, as the female characters were portrayed with both strength and complexity, challenging traditional portrayals in cinema. As a result, Casino Royale contributed to evolving views on relationships and sexuality, paving the way for future films to explore these themes in more depth. The playful yet bold narrative ensured its place in film history as a reflection of its time, marking a shift in how spy narratives could be constructed.
Vesper, do you think Tremble could be a double agent?
He has enough trouble being a single agent.
From its release in 1967, Casino Royale drew mixed reactions from critics and audiences. Renowned for its unconventional approach to the James Bond franchise, the film featured a star-studded cast, including Peter Sellers, Orson Welles, and Ursula Andress. Critics like Roger Ebert noted the film's chaotic structure, which some found refreshing while others felt it strayed too far from the Bond formula. Audience reactions were similarly divided. Many appreciated the humor and the psychedelic visuals, while others were confused by its absurdity. Despite its mixed reception, the film garnered a nomination for Best Original Song at the 1968 Academy Awards for the catchy theme, "The Look of Love," performed by Dusty Springfield. This nomination provided a moment of recognition for both the film's music and its creators, highlighting the musical talent involved. The film's influence can be seen in how it paved the way for future comedies and parodies of the spy genre, leaving a lasting impact on popular culture.
When you're quite ready.
For the next experiment, I require the use of a perfectly ordinary gem.
During the filming of the 1967 movie Casino Royale, there was an amusing incident involving the lead actor, David Niven. One day, while filming a scene, a stray dog ran onto the set and began causing chaos by running around and interrupting the shoot. Instead of getting irritated, Niven immediately started ad-libbing lines to incorporate the dog into the scene, much to the amusement of the cast and crew. This unexpected moment added a touch of spontaneity to the scene and showcased Niven's quick thinking and improvisational skills. It created a light-hearted atmosphere on set, highlighting the camaraderie among the team. This anecdote reflects the fun and creative energy that was present during the making of Casino Royale, making it a memorable and enjoyable experience for everyone involved.
What's the matter?
Oh, nothing. Just a bit different from the Buckingham Club, that's all.
The 1967 movie Casino Royale holds a unique place in film history due to its departure from traditional Bond films, adopting a comedic approach. While not a critical success, its influence on future filmmaking is notable. The film's experimentation with humor and satire paved the way for later parodies and genre-bending movies. It inspired a new wave of filmmakers to push boundaries and explore different styles within established genres. Despite its mixed reception, Casino Royale contributed to the evolution of cinema by challenging conventions and sparking creativity in filmmakers. Its legacy can be seen in the continued diversification of film genres and the willingness to take risks in storytelling and filmmaking.
When you're quite ready.
As you reflect on the 1967 movie Casino Royale, consider sharing your personal experiences and memories related to this classic film. How did it impact you? Did it shape your view of cinema in any way? Engage with us by sharing your thoughts, likes, and subscriptions as we delve into more cinematic explorations. Your perspective is valuable, and we look forward to hearing from you. Let your voice be heard in this cinematic journey.
Madam, are you quite sure you're dying?